Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one it's the Game Week 25 first look. Game Week 25 is the first big double of the season with Liverpool and Man City, the top two teams really to be targeting. Big news that Trent looks like he could be out for a bit. There's rumours flying around that he might be out for up to 2 months. So yeah, we'll be looking at possible transfer targets for Trent replacement, and then also we'll be looking at how the team is shaping up for Game Week 25. So if you do like this one, please do drop a like and please hit subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it. Alright, so we'll quickly run through how I did in Game Week 24. So yeah, nice big green arrow back into the top 500k, which is nice. 89 points with a 4-point hit as well, so 85 points really. But yeah, pretty happy with how it went. So starting goal, Dubravka. Yeah, Dubravka and Areola, they're actually the worst two defences in the league right now in terms of XG, I think, for the past 5 or 6 games. So yeah, those two are just not performing, but they are really cheap, and they are obviously both playing at the moment. So yeah, Dubravka, the Newcastle defence just isn't what it used to be. If you've got Trippier though, the fixtures coming up are pretty good. So I would probably consider holding on to him. And they also play in 26 as well, so that could be quite handy. But yeah, in terms of defence, not the best at the moment for Dubravka. But yeah, Gabriel chipping in with another goal. He's an absolute monster, isn't he, at set pieces? And then the nice clean sheet as well. If you had Saliba, I feel like you deserved a goal as well, because he is obviously a bit more expensive. So yeah, Gabriel, Saliba, they both got 12. Stones, he was the really late call, to be honest, because I was going to go for Walker, but then there was leaks came out on Twitter that Walker wasn't starting, and Stones was. So yeah, I opted for Stones. Looking back, maybe Ake was the one to go for, because I think Ake he's started about the last 6 games. Stones just coming back. But yeah, 7 points, I can't complain. But as long as I'm not expecting him to start all 3, but as long as he sort of starts one in the double, and then this Bournemouth one in Game Week 26, then it'll be fine. But with Man City, it just shows that anyone can be benched. So I'm just sort of taking the risk with Stones at the moment. Trent, yeah, he looked good, and then he went off injured, which, yeah, I'll discuss some of the potential replacements, because there are some rumours going around that he could be out for up to 2 months. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what Klopp says in the press conference. But yeah, not looking brilliant for Trent. As I said, we'll talk a bit more about that in this video. Palmer with 10 points, I was really happy with that, because I was going to sell Palmer. If I knew Gordon was fit, I was going to sell Palmer and keep Gordon. And Eddie Howe came out saying that Gordon wasn't going to play, but then he obviously did play. He played 90 minutes, so yeah, I sold Gordon for Jota, so that was the -4 hit. And it worked well, because Jota scored, and then Palmer, he got the 2 late assists, didn't he? So yeah, Gordon, he blanked, so yeah, it worked pretty well really. And Saka finally kept the faith with Saka, and he's repaying me. Yeah, he's got 10, 9, and 15. Oh, what was that? Let's get rid of that. But yeah, 10, 9, and 15 there, so he's going nowhere at the moment. And also, he plays in 26. He doesn't double, but he's got Burnley, so it's a good fixture. Plays in 26. And yeah, that game in 29 is unlikely to go ahead, but still, I'll deal with that later, I think. Bowen, yeah, because he plays in 29 and 26, he's basically in my team. And to be fair, he has got some good fixtures coming up, so I've held him this long now. I'm just going to continue holding him. It's just less, he's going to play. Good fixtures coming up, and he's playing striker. So, but yeah, look at this here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 returns. Yeah, sorry, 5 games with no returns. So Bowen's not doing well, but I feel like a lot of people will bring him in, because West Ham play in 26 and they're playing 29. So yeah, he's not going anywhere for now, despite his bad form. But yeah, Foden, he blanked. Watkins blanked, although that was unlucky. He had a shot, didn't he? And it just went straight at Onana. He had no idea it hit him, really. So yeah, happy to have him. A lot of people are selling him, but his fixtures are so good. And again, he plays in 26 and he plays in 29. So for me, I think if you've got Watkins, you just keep hold of him. Unless, Tony could be, he could be a good option, because again, he plays 26 and 29, and he also doubles. So Tony could be one to watch. But I think for me, I'm just going to keep Watkins. Haaland captain, that was the right choice. He's back. I think at this point it's just going to be triple captain in game week 25. He looked back to his best. And yeah, he's got two obviously good fixtures: Chelsea at home, and then Brentford at home, and he plays in 26. And I think Haaland's pretty much the only Man City asset who you kind of know is going to play. And yeah, Archer 7 points. I thought he might be back because he did look quite good when he came on against Villa. So yeah, he's back. Hopefully he plays in 26. I wouldn't mind playing him there. But yeah, 7 points on the bench. But to be honest, I'm just happy he's back. So yeah, that's the team. The big talking point really is Trent potentially injured. But as I said, I think you just wait to see what Klopp says in his press conference, and then you go from there. But early news suggests that it could be quite a bad one. So yeah, let's take a look at some of his possible replacements. All right then. So yeah, as I said, it looks like Trent could be out. There's rumours up to 2 months, but let's just wait and see what happens. There's no sort of concrete, source about that. So I think just wait, see what happens. But it's a knee injury as well, so yeah, it could be just re-aggravating that knee injury that he's had. So let's wait and see. But yeah, I think if he is out, I probably will transfer him this week, just because I want to sort of attack the double game weeks. So possible replacements. I think if you're going to go for Liverpool, obviously they have got the really good double game week 25. So they've got Brentford and Luton, which yeah, I kind of just want to attack. So there's 2 real options. Van Dijk, he's just going to start, all the games. He's nailed. He's also got some good goal threat as well. But like Robertson, he does blank in 26. So I think I'll probably literally bring him in for game week 25, attack the doubles, and then transfer him straight back out, which might seem a waste, but I just don't think there's that many good defenders right now. Robertson, I mean, he could be a bit of could be a potential punt if you wanted to take it. We know how good he can be, but I just don't know if he'll start both of them. He's only just coming back, and I think Simicast is back as well now. But he does have, some quite high assist threat. But yeah, again, he blanks in 26, so I think if you're going to go for a Liverpool player, I'd personally go for Van Dijk, just for the start security, really. Another one is Reguilon. So I talked about him. He was actually, I was debating bringing him in instead of Stones, and he did pretty well. He got the assist, didn't he? And he's got the double, but the double, yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? It's probably the worst 2 you can have. Liverpool and Man City. So, I mean, I'm just not expecting any clean sheets there. He might get an assist or some sort of goal, but yeah, I just can't really see many. Even in this big run here, Liverpool, Man City, West Ham, Chelsea, Arsenal. I mean, I can't see any clean sheets there, to be honest. So you're just solely relying on assisting or goals. But yeah, the one good fixture, I suppose, is Burnley in game week 29, which is when people will need him because that's the blank. But yeah, I mean, I just think the lack of clean sheets there, I probably won't be going for him. But you can get assists. So if you fancied someone a bit cheaper, he's probably gonna. Well, he should play in both of the double game week games as well, and he plays in 26 and 29. So yeah, definitely one to consider. But I think I'm probably gonna go elsewhere, to be honest. And it's the same with Doherty, really, because everyone jumped on him, didn't they? There were so many people jumped on him for the game just gone, and then he comes out with 1 point. And I think it was Dennis, wasn't it, a few years ago with Watford, and everyone triple captained him, and then he got a red card. He got a red card, didn't he? So I just think Luton, are we really expecting loads of clean sheets? I don't know. I'm not so sure. And even then, assisting, he's obviously pretty good at assisting. He does get them, so I can see why people are going for him. But for this double, Man United and Liverpool, and then he blanks. I don't know. I don't know if I can get fully on board with it. Afterwards, it looks good, but afterwards I'll probably look for Spurs. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that one, really. I know a lot of people are going for it, but I think I'd just prefer going for the better teams, because at the end of the day, your defenders they need to get clean sheets, really. And I just can't see any clean sheets in the double game week. So yeah, probably avoid him, really. And then another good option is the Man City defenders. The problem is, obviously, it's pepper roulette. You just don't know who's going to start. Walker's been benched twice in the last 3 games. He looked nailed before that. Ake does look nailed. I think I probably would go for Ake. But yeah, I went for Stones sort of last minute. But yeah, if you can get, to be honest, even if you can get 2 games in the next 3, and one of them will be game week 26, I'd be happy. So I just hope Stones will play 1 in the double and then against Bournemouth. But yeah, it's just pepper roulette, isn't it? If you want to take the risk. This is what I mean. There's just not many defenders, which is why I think we go for Van Dijk. But yeah, if you don't have a Man City defender, it depends. It depends how you want to play it, really. I mean, they are just risky, aren't they? You can either take the risk, or you could just go somewhere safe, like Reguilon. You know he's going to play. But then, yeah, the clean sheets just aren't there. So you can see I'm a bit on the fence on this one, really. I went for Stones. I think looking back, Ake does look a bit more nailed. So yeah, I think I'd probably just go for Ake, to be honest. But yeah, let's take a look anyway at the updated spreadsheet. This is from Ben Krellin. Again, I'd definitely recommend following him. But yeah, you can just see here the ones so the teams that are blanking. You've got Luton, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Chelsea. So for me, it's not as bad because I don't have many Spurs players. You know, if you've got Richarlison, you've got Porro, you've got Palmer, that's 3 already that you need to think about. So then if you've got Liverpool players as well and Luton players, there's just a lot to think about. Whereas I can get a full 11 out. You know, so this will be me here. So yeah, I can get a full 11 out there without doing too much work. I'd have to do 1 transfer, which would be Alexander-Arnold. But then I can still get an 11 out, especially now that Archer's playing. And Taylor looks like it could be back. So yeah, I think if you have lots of people blanking, lots of players blanking, I would try and get a player that plays in 26. So like Reguilon or like Doherty. Oh, sorry, Doherty blanks, isn't he? But yeah, like Reguilon maybe. So yeah, I think Man City as well. They do look good, but it's just a pepper roulette. So I think Haaland is actually essential in this one. Game week 25. 2 really good fixtures, both at home. Haaland's nailed, and he's going to be my triple captain. And I think a lot of people will be triple captaining as well. So yeah, if you don't have Haaland, now is a definite time to get him in. Because even if you captain him, it's going to be bad because everyone else is going to be triple captaining him. And if you don't have him, yeah, you're going to be. I just think you're going to be massively punished. So I'd say the key players to have: number 1, Haaland. He's essential. I think the rest of them, they're not essential, but Foden looks good just for his value as well. Jota and Nunes. Yeah, I think I'd still probably prefer Jota. If you can't get Jota, you could even go for Diaz. Salah doesn't look like he's going to be back anytime soon. Really, he might make an appearance off the bench, you know, for Luton, but it doesn't look great for him right now. You know, starting the next couple of games. So yeah, I'd say Jota ahead of Nunes and then KDB last, just because he's quite expensive and he obviously got benched, didn't he? But yeah, Haaland, if you've not got him, I would definitely get him in. So yeah, there are the transfer targets. Just for Trent, and to be honest, if you don't have Haaland, definitely get him in. Alright, so I'll just quickly show you how the team's looking then. So yeah, this is game week 25. As you can see, I've got a fair few Liverpool. So I've got Trent at the moment, and I've got Jota. So 2, I think that's absolutely fine. And then I've got the 3 Man City boys. As I said, I think Stones, he probably only gets 1. But as long as he plays in game at 26, that's fine. I'm not too bothered. Yeah, Haaland triple captain. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Forest for Bowen as well. Maybe he can actually get a return this time. We'll see. But yeah, I think it looks quite good. But the good thing is about this team, so yeah, game week 26, this is what it looked like. And this is without making any transfers. So, as I said, Trent will probably go down to Van Dijk, and then I'll have to get rid of Van Dijk. So, I could get rid of Trent there, and I could bring in someone. I don't know, it would probably be someone like Moreno. So he'll be against Forest there. Moreno, so yeah, he's at home to Forest. It's a good fixture, but then also going forward, he'll play in 29. So that's potentially what the team's going to look like for game week 26, and that's only making 1 transfer, so it's, no hits taken as well. Haaland would be captain as well. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And then I could potentially take a hit as well if I wanted to. If Taylor, for example, was still injured. And then here, I'd probably try and look to get... I mean, Jota could come back in. I guess I'd bring Palmer back in as well. Remove Taylor. So even for that looks pretty good. And I could potentially roll the transfer or maybe even get Son in. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. If you do have lots of people blanking, yeah, like I said, I'd just try. You could even go for a single game week player. Villa players perhaps. But yeah, I just think try not to overload massively. If you've got a couple of Liverpool players, a couple of Man City players, I think you're fine. As long as you've got Haaland as well. So yeah, that's the general plan. I think Spurs players will come into it probably game week 27, maybe 28. So I'll look to load up in Spurs players, and then game week 29, that's where the blank is. But yeah, that's the plan. Alright then, so that's the game week 25 first look. As you can tell, there's quite a lot up in the air, to be honest. I think if Trent's alright, I'll probably just keep him in and roll the transfer. That was initially the plan. If Trent's not alright and he's going to be out for a few weeks or something, I'll probably move to Van Dijk, and then I'll just swap Van Dijk out afterwards to probably Moreno in game week 26. But yeah, I think just wait for the press conferences, and yeah, I think Haaland at the moment, if you don't have him, you need to try and find a way to get him in. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you do have any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll answer them. If you did enjoy it, please drop a like, and if you're new, please do subscribe. And I'll see you just before the deadline, and yeah, we'll put the team selection video out. Right, thank you.